funds when.
All right, Republican strategist, veterans advocate Tiffany Smiley. She's here in New York with us, founder of the Endeavor PAC. Good to see you.
Thank you, Connell.
As always, moving the money around for the troops is okay for now, but not forever, right?
Right. I mean, you heard Speaker Johnson say we're not really sure what we're going to do by the end of the week and when they need to get paid again. And I think President Trump is doing everything that he can to make sure that our troops get funded and get paid, but it can't last forever. And I think it's important to note that this is what the Democrats, they're willing to wield the suffering of the American people and our troops, our military servicemen and women and their families as little pawns in their dangerous political games. And that's what is playing out and is being shown obvious to the American people.
The other side says basically the opposite, saying it's the SNAP benefits and those types of things that are being used and the people who receive them as pawns.
It's all of it.
And we sit there and nothing gets done. It may, but again, like I said, Joe and others have been reporting that maybe next week something will get done. Do you get the sense this is getting close to being over, or no? I
would hope so. I've also heard be prepared to go well into mid-January from different people in D.C. And who knows with Chuck Schumer. This isn't about the American people to him. This is about his political future and his political agenda, because what we have right now is House Republicans and Senate Republicans who are united to pass this bill. And the fact of the matter is Democrats have passed this a continuing resolution 13 times under Joe Biden. So why is this any different, especially in a time when Americans are suffering, when airline travel is now suffering, air traffic control, they're wreaking havoc and chaos on our whole country.
So just by the reality of the situation, whatever you think about what's going on, Republicans will have to give Democrats something. Now, that does not mean they have to put it in the bill, but it'll probably be, I was talking to Governor Sununu about this, some sort of a pledge to talk about health care, for example. I mean, should they do that? And then maybe they do get the clean CR sooner.
Well, and that's an important thing that needs to be discussed as well. But we cannot keep our government shut down and ineffective and rendering harm on the American people, all because Chuck Schumer is worried he's going to get primaried. And Democrats keep teasing or have said nonchalantly, oh, we'll deal with this when planes start falling out of the sky. I mean, who says that at a party? That just shows that they do not care about the American people and the American workers who are suffering.
Well, not to that extent, but the air traffic controllers last time around, and then we had the head of the Air Traffic Controllers Association on earlier the week, not getting paid now.
Right.
And they had this roundtable with the vice president that Governor Sununu was at, and he joined us. And J.D. Vance talked about that industry a little bit, saying this a short time ago. Here's the vice president.
We got to get people into the air traffic control industry. We had a shortage of 2,000 people. How many of those people look to the future, see the congressional Democrats can't get their act together and say, you know what, we're not going to join air traffic controlling at all, which is going to further extend the delays. I think that we have a safe system because these guys are doing heroic things in the midst of this terrible shutdown.
Well, it would be, I could see it, a tough one to recruit for right now, that job.
Right, and this adds fuel to that fire. It's like, who wants to go be an air traffic controller when then, that at any point the government can say, well, we're not paying you now. And you have a very important job. People's lives are in air traffic controllers' hands.
You fly a lot.
I fly a lot.
You feel safe?
I feel safe. I'm glad that Chris Sununu expressed how safe and secure it actually is. But that's not to say that there's work to be done. The government needs to be open. President Trump is doing everything he can. Now let's open our government and make sure Americans have paychecks and that our air traffic control is funded and safe, and let's recruit more air traffic controls to make the process seamless and less chaotic for Americans.
All right, Tiffany, good to see you here in New York. And if you do have a flight, hopefully it won't get delayed.
Fingers crossed.
After talking about it on TV. Okay, we continue here.